New York, and my husband had a company out here, and so I relocated to Massachusetts. So I live in Sudbury, which is the Metro West area, when I'm not in Tennessee at the University of Tennessee. So performing, teaching, and hopefully mentoring young singers. So whatever I say today, if you decide I cannot use that information, that's not helpful to my process, throw it in the trash can on the way out the door. And if you find something useful, I hope that it can help your technique and as you develop into your careers. So I'm looking forward to hearing all of you today, and let's get started. And if you have music for me, which I hope you do, you can bring it to me.
Hello, my name is Danielle Pribyl. I'm a soprano. I now live here in Boston. I also came from Southern California, which is exciting. I'm the same undergrad. Yeah, because I filled in. Yeah, but now I'm here. I'm one of the studio artists for Malden for the Mystic Side Opera, just as of recently, which is very exciting. But yeah, just singing, living. Oh, and I'm going to be singing Ilia's opening aria from Idomeneo, Padre, Germani.
And where are we starting? Just with this little start here? Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sangue
Especially on the E vowel. So I want to work on that with you.
Cool.
So you may not have heard this before, and again, you're welcome to disregard this when we're done, but I want you to at least try some things.
Yeah.
The E vowel could stand to be taller. It can still be a real E, but we want to avoid this wide lateral E spread vowel because it tends to pull our larynx up, and it gets the top where we have to keep opening up wide at the top, right? So we want to keep a little bit of height behind that.
Yeah.
Good. Also, I want to work on freeing your jaw from holding positions, especially in the coloratura or the movement sections.
Okay.
Okay? So let's start from the beginning again.
The rest of it?
Yes.
Yeah, great.
I just want to get to the part where we are. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start there. Now, I just want to hear that again, and then I'm going to stop you. Just do the first line and press it. Okay, spiegati, spiegati. I want you to sing through more. Another thing, I want you to breathe a little bit later.
Okay.
So, I want you to move your air, and this is how we're going to do that. So he's going to play, and I'm going to demonstrate. So get into your body, move your air, and then release the sound. Let's try that.
Okay.
So you're activating your air the whole time. You're not thinking about starting anything. You're already kind of in this go.
Okay.
Okay? Let's try. Good. To the top. Already more energized.
Yeah.
And already more in the body, which
Yeah.
is what I'm looking for.
Cool.
That will actually solve a lot of these issues. You have a gorgeous instrument, and I love full-bodied Mozart singing. I am a fan of fully supported Mozart singing. I would wager and bet that if he was alive today, he would be all about exciting, fully released, big sounds, not contained in a little box.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm coming from. That's what I desire. That's what I prefer in the sound, and you have that in spades. So embrace that quality in your instrument. There's a lot of warmth in your instrument. I want to go further.
Cool.
One more time. You're going to do the same thing when you get to the next orsu. Same thing, that air moving. And what I mean by air moving is, do you feel, I'm going to ask, can I touch you?
Yeah.
That feeling of expansion, right? Activating, 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 instead of breathe and hold.
Yeah.
Right? And it's a pretty natural thing you can do.
Yeah.
Move your air, move your air, move your air, go.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it for both lines of breaths in now. Move your air. And release. Yes, keep going. Air move, air move. Air move, go, 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 go. Good. Okay, already so much better. You sit.
Yeah.
I want that to lie on the higher side of the resonance.
Yeah.
Not pitch, but resonance.
Yeah.
So pitches have 1, 2, 3. You're a little bit in the middle bottom of this right pitch. You want to pitch that, but not by lifting or placing.
Yeah.
By releasing, right? So you get into a little bit of trouble here. You want to be musical, which you are. Vendetta, gelosia, addio, you sit and then you sit a little bit more, and I want you to think you're going through.
Yeah.
All this is related, right?
Yeah.
Vendetta, say what those words are to you. Vendetta.
A vendetta, vengeance. I
Yes.
kind of.
Gelosia.
Jealousy.
Jealousy. Odio.
Anger.
Hate,
Yeah.
right? And amore and love.
Yeah.
So you're just like in this frenzy of all of these, they're all tied together.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dare you to do something. Vendetta, gelosia, odio. Connect these two and then connect odio ed amore.
Okay.
Okay? With the same. So she's gonna come in order su again, so 59, move your air.
Okay.
Okay. We're here.
Oh, or
59.
Oh.
And then don't stop, right? I know you're on the and of one, but don't
Yeah.
stop the air to start the phrase.
Yeah.
Release. You know how to release. I can hear it.
Yeah.
Good. It's not shouldn't create any tension. It should release tension. Yeah. Okay, one more time. Can you not be sad?
Yeah.
Can you think ed amore is happy, but don't spread? Think happy behind the eyes. One more time. I'm gonna have you do something. Can you do odio? Snort for me.
Audio.
Yeah. What's that note? Do that for me. Yeah, without lifting. Yeah, okay, so snort odio ed amore. Yes. One more time. Can you think odio ed amore, amore?
Yeah.
You're dropping the re of amore. Even if the phrase is descending or some sort of accidental, you still want to think that the resonance is continuing this way.
Yeah.
So one more time. Yes! Let's keep going. Good. Okay, that was good. Can you think that ba 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 is what I'm hearing? Ba 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 ba, everything's in the same place. So I gave you 2 things you could do. Snorting, which engages that stretch inside. You have a lot more room in here. Or the feeling of the air movement.
Yeah.
So you choose one of those. Zbranatesi, right? Don't go bum 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 bum, because that gets your larynx involved.
Yeah.
You don't need to think of elevators when you're singing. You have to think da ba be ba. Okay? Ba 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 ba. You have to think of through.
Yeah.
Go through the phrase. Through the phrase. I think the snort's good for you. Try
Okay.
that. Core.
Yeah.
Core. 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 Say core.
Core.
Quest'in felice core.
Quest'infelice core.
Core. Core. Core. Core. Core. Quest'in felice core.
Quest'infelice
Sing it
core.
just like that.
Quest'infelice core.
Yes. Keep going.
Padre, germani, addio, per foste, io vi
Okay, great start. I like the energy. It's this feeling of even if you're taking a breath, you're continuing on the airflow. That was great. Io feel stuck.
Yeah.
Can you try that for me?
Yeah.
I know it feels ridiculous.
Oh, it's good.
Okay, so we're gonna do voi foste. Okay.
Okay.
Foste. Feeling a taller resonance behind the E valves, which is most close and wants to that I don't have to mention your support as much, right? We haven't really talked about support today, which is a tricky trigger word, right? What does support mean? It's about, some of it is about getting out of your own way and not holding and thinking that you're supporting.
Yeah.
Because holding is not supporting. Support is active flexibility and coordination of the body, right? And I think for you, the more that you think about releasing the jaw, letting the tongue do the work from vowel to vowel to vowel, feeling the E in a much taller space, I think that your support starts to naturally work for you.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're not working so hard against your body. You're working with your body. Okay? So let's talk about the trill really quick. I just wanted to kind of overview the things that we had talked about because I've thrown a lot at you today, but you're able to just make these changes pretty much on the spot.
Yeah.
And what I want you to leave today with is more freedom in your singing and more fully committed singing. It's not about loud singing, it's about feeling in your body, right? So I was either going to talk about the trill or talk about piano singing. Let's talk about piano singing. Because you need to support more for piano singing. Is this a new concept for everybody in the room? Yes, this is a thing that you need to always remember. Soft singing is not pulled up and it's not pulled off with support.
Yeah.
It's more. Okay. So Grecia, let's do the second Grecias, because those are piano and you sang them forte.
Okay.
It's about a color, not a dynamic.
I think I see what that is. So I'll give you 2 bars.
What measure is that?
60.
Thank you.
Is that the one?
Grecia. Okay, I'm going to show you where that is. Do you see where we are? Okay. So he's going to give you 2 measures?
2 inches.
Okay. So. Okay. Can you find a color that is more intimate? So how do you find intimate colors? Do you think about intimate colors when you're singing or practicing, or is this
I think of colors in general.
Yes. Do you think dynamics as colors? Do you?
Not really. No.
Is this something that could be helpful for you if you think about dynamics as colors?
Maybe.
So this dynamic, so Grecia, you said this a couple times already, loud and forceful, right?
Yeah.
So what is Grecia? So Greece. And how does it pertain to your character? The homeland, right?
Yeah.
It's very
like
important.
my fallen father and brother,
Yes.
and like a source of sorrow and
Yes.
also strength.
So let's go after sorrow in this way, right? Let's just pick sorrow. So let's find a color. Can you cry for me a little bit? Can you cry? Like literally cry. Not fake cry, not make fun of me, but literally and then sing that Grecia with this like desperate, sad thing that you have going on. That's what we talked about, right? Desperate, sad, longing, sorrow. Yes. So 2 measures before. I want you to cry the whole time. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I know. Nothing should feel embarrassing, right? It should feel like let's try some ridiculous things and see if it releases something in your singing. That's the whole point of doing all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
I don't want you to just cry to cry. So full body. Sob, 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 sob. Sob, sob, sob. Yes, keep going. Cry, more sorrow. Yes. Yes. What did that feel like?
It felt good.
Do it one more time. We're doing these 2 Grecias. I want them totally different, but not by manipulating anything in here, but by physical connection and release.
Yeah.
Okay, you can cry for something. You can sob for one. You can find something in your body to release. Just release and sing.
Okay.
That's what we're looking for. Good. Okay. Yes, Danielle, yes. So, I am really impressed with your flexibility in trying new things, and I love the results that you're getting.
Yeah.
And I hope that this just opens up your eyes that you have so many possibilities in your singing, and your voice is capable of just beauty at that top and at the bottom and everywhere. But releasing more of your instrument is really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about pushing, it's not about singing louder. It's about getting out of your own way and not controlling Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Oh, yes, of course.
Upside down. No problem.
Hi everyone, my name is Juan Suarez. I am a baritone. I will be singing Pierrot's Tanzlied from the tote Stadt by Korngold. I guess an introduction about me. I am a freelance singer here in Boston. I teach voice over at the South Shore Conservatory. I'm excited to be here. Mein Sinnen, mein Wärmer
wonderful start to this. I want to talk about the German languages, right?
All right.
Awesome! It's actually not that you're doing anything so obviously wrong, but it's about articulating really things that Germans know that Americans sometimes were just slightly away from what they prefer. So let's go from the beginning. Can you just say that for me? Mein Sehnen?
Mein Sehnen.
Yes,
Yeah.
that vowel could be more closed, but
Okay.
not closed in a spread way,
Yeah.
closed in a tall way, which is something that we're going to revisit this whole class, is tall space with real vowels. Okay, good. Mein Sehnen, so that could be more close too.
Okay.
I know that you have to navigate certain parts of the instrument as a baritone. I'm married to a baritone, so I understand. But they can be a little bit more closed. You have to think more closed and let the mouth relax.
Yes.
If you think I need to close this vowel, you're going to hold it, right?
Right.
So let's go from the beginning. I want you to say the first 3 lines.
Okay. With music?
Just in the rhythm of the music,
Okay,
and he's
yeah.
gonna play. Yeah? Okay.
Mein Sehnen, mein Willen. Yeah.
Also in German, diphthongs are diphthongs.
Okay.
Mine,
See,
You
okay.
have to almost get into the vowel, and next word. Because otherwise we hear a diphthong in the word, right?
Yes.
So work on that one more
Okay.
time. Mine. Once you're ready to go to the next word, release.
Mein Sehnen.
Yes, better.
Mein Willen. Es streut sich zurück. Träumt sich zurück. Zurück.
Yes. So U and Ü are versions of each other, and I hear zu. Yes. Where do you feel that?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Taller
Yes.
and much more here. Zurück.
Zurück.
Yes.
Okay.
But don't let the mouth control that
Get it away.
Ü.
Okay.
Zurück.
Zurück.
No, that's a little open.
Zurück.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's sing that first line.
Mein Sehnen, mein Willen, es träumt sich zurück.
Okay, that was gorgeous. And you can make these changes so quickly, which is awesome. And that is so much more beautiful, right? Because every vowel is in the other vowel. So German language gets a bad rap sometimes for feeling very rough or abrasive or consonant heavy. And if we think about it more that it's actually a beautiful language and the consonants are on the vowel end and they don't disrupt the vowels, I think that's a better way to think about it, right? So beautiful, let's keep going.
Im Tanze gewann ich, verlor ich mein Glück.
Okay, good. Im Tanze gewann ich. I want you to use the end gewann ich. That's really important, like the double ends, right?
Yes.
So don't throw that away. Sing through it. And then it's a little too open. Verlor. So it's less accent on it because it's almost like a schwa. Well, it is. Verlor ich. Say that for me.
Verlor.
No. Verlor.
Verlor.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you see how the emphasis of the word is
Yes.
where?
Lor.
Verlor.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That line.
Im Tanze gewann ich, verlor ich mein Glück.
Yes. Good.
Im Tanze am Rhein.
Did you feel your
Yes,
jaw
I
close
do.
to that? So it's about, let's get this jaw. Remember we talked about with Danielle?
all do this. I do this.
Yeah.
I still take lessons, by the way. It never ends. You still have to have other people's pairs of ears, right?
Yeah.
So the work you're doing is what we all do, right? Good. I love that. Let's keep going.
Wie es aus? Ein Bitten Wort?
Great.
Ihr Bitten.
Ihr bitten to Wort.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
So when you feel like you're getting like this, like, I don't need that. I'm gonna lose my job. I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try the next line.
Good.
Is it ihr?
It's on yeah, Gestalt, mir, yeah,
Mir,
yeah.
ihr.
Gestand mir sehr bittend Wort.
Bittend Wort. I think
Bittend
Wort
Wort.
is a little bit too in the low jaw. Bittend Wort. Say that.
Bittend Wort.
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 Yes.
Wort. Oh,
Yes. Good.
okay. Gestand mir sehr bittend Wort.
Okay, one more time. Gestand mir.
Okay.
You gestand, and the D closes that ah before you should sing on the ah the whole time.
Right.
Gestand mir.
Okay.
Okay? Sing on the vowel.
Gestand mir
Yes.
sehr bittend Wort.
Okay, that is legato singing.
Yes. Yeah.
So when people talk about legato singing, it's literally vowel to vowel to vowel,
Yeah.
and then you're just letting the consonants pepper the line. That was great. Can you do it one more time?
Yes.
Good.
Gestand mir sehr bittend Wort.
Yes.
O bleib, o geh mir nicht fort.
Yes.
Bewahre der Heimat still.
Okay, that one feels a little bit. You're getting ready for the. Oh crap! Here comes the high note.
Yeah.
Nicht nur bewahre der. Can you do a little H? Heimat. The H, get that H. Heimat.
Oh,
And,
okay.
Still. Can you think? Still. Can you think of a like a little bit of like a
Okay.
French nasal almost?
Okay.
Still. On still and bleu. Think it. Don't change anything, but think it.
Okay.
See if that helps you find more of this resonance.
Okay.
You need a little bit more, because it gets a little,
Yeah.
okay? Bewahre der Heimat. H, it gives you that pepper of the Heimat, homeland, right?
Yes.
Heimat is a high, yeah? Okay.
Okay.
Two things you have to do in this phrase, right?
Yes.
You got it.
Bewahre der Heimat still blendes Glück.
Okay, that was better.
Yeah.
And say, Glück. The that you found here, keep it on the Glück too.
Mhm.
One more time.
Okay, okay. Bewahre der Heimat still blendes Glück.
Can you think Glück? Think Glück.
Glück.
Yeah, it still, it needs to, can I touch your
Yeah.
face? It needs to ring a little bit. Glück. A little bit more, a little bit taller in the space, because right
Okay.
now it's a little bit shut down in the mouth. Don't get rid of that space, it's a beautiful space.
TS.
Okay.
It's early, and then the ah, you're on the ah the whole time. Great, you're doing great. Measure before?
Yeah.
On the ruk line, and then
Just on Ruck, okay.
yeah, and then he'll come in. Can you get this jaw out of the way? That was good. I want you to sing through more. You drop it there. Go through. Just think that everything's right here. And then not say.
Yeah, H-E, yeah.
Yeah, good. Sauber. And grow. Yeah, you feel this big. Yeah. Good. Grow, grow, grow. Yes. Okay, that was beautiful before that. It goes back to piano. So find a way to regrow.
Got it.
You don't have to blow it all out at the beginning, yeah?
Right,
You have
yeah.
a way to go. That was great. So, but the second one. Yes. That was great.
See, but I did the H-E thing again. It's just and
Yeah.
same line. Yeah. Sorry.
That's
This is
great.
perfect.
Same thing?
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
A couple more minutes.
Okay.
Stop.
That was beautiful. More all.
Okay.
Try that.
Okay.
Come.
Yeah.
Right?
Calm
Come.
mood. Yeah. Is it not that? What I sing it? Okay. Got it.
Try. Just
Got
think it. Just try that one phrase, and then we're gonna go to the end.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Let's go to the end because we only have a couple more minutes, all right? Mein Seelen treu mich zurück. I want you to fix that
Okay.
because you want to live it zurück. You want to feel like you're sparkling, not zurück. You're not holding it, you're releasing it.
Yeah.
That's the thing with this aria is that if you want to make it this beautiful, delicate thing, and I want you to sing in your voice more, and when you have these piano moments, it's like release. Release, not hold.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
No diphthongs.
Mein Seelen, mein Wille, es freut sich zurück.
You need to stay on that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, what I suggest you do is that you don't make that tormenti such a big deal. Don't give away all
Get
of
there
your
quicker. Okay.
breath energy on that.
Got it.
Make it short and sweet.
Mein Seelen.
Mein Seelen, mein Willen, es träumt sich zurück.
Let this go. I'm gonna punch your stay. No. I should have told you I was gonna do that.
It's okay.
by yourself.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna do it without. Okay, measure of the second to last zurück. One more time. Do that last one and let that out. You're holding the last
Well, a deep breath.
line, quel fiamma vea nel guardo. Quel fiamma vea nel guardo.
Guardo, not guardo, guardo.
Guardo.
Okay, sing that first line for me.
Qual fiamma vea nel guardo.
Okay, guardo.
Guardo.
So it's 2 8 notes, right? And I'm hearing
guardo. Guardo.
Now, I also feel that your jaw needs to not, it doesn't have to be as involved, right? So I want to try something. Can you feel like you're hooking underneath your nose for every single vowel?
Quel fiamma vea nel guardo.
Okay?
Okay.
It's this feeling of and see if you can find resonance. You're already here.
Yeah.
Your teaching has been very good. So you're already in that hard palate, you're finding that. You're not in the low jaw as much.
Yeah.
But I want you to not work so hard with this low jaw.
Sure.
And chewing, yeah?
Okay.
I want every vowel. Don't be afraid. You don't have lipstick on, so you're not going to ruin it. No, but literally, you have to use your finger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Qual fiamma vea nel guardo. Guardo.
She's singing
Oh yeah, you're doing a quarter note.
Guardo. Okay.
guardo.
Guardo.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so
No, it's
pedantic on the first
okay.
line. Oh, one more time, and I want you to be more into this.
Qual fiamma.
Qual fiamma.
Qual fiamma
Yes.
vea nel guardo. Guardo.
Get off that O. Get off that O. Guardo. Guardo.
Guardo.
Yes, one more time. That was so good. One more time. Right here.
Qual fiamma vea nel guardo.
Yes. Keep going.
Gli occhi abbassai perché li dicesse.
Everyone. Every vowel.
Okay.
Because you get a little lazy, you're like, I'm going to keep it here on everyone. Everyone.
Okay.
It re-articulates the resonance for every vowel. Right?
Okay.
It's the way you can practice and feel the resonance here without placing your voice forward. It's feeling these Italianate vowels in the front. They don't want to go back here, right? Because they're like, we don't want that.
Yeah.
Which you're not doing. But we also don't want to spread that. One more time. But yeah.
Qual fiamma vea nel guardo.
Every vowel.
Gli occhi abbassai perché ti dicesse e
Yes, keep going.
pensier segreto.
Yes. How does that feel?
It feels taller.
It is,
Yeah.
but it's still present.
Yes.
And it's not darkened. It's just the real voice, and you're not in the jaw, you're not chewing those consonants. Keep going. Oh, se mi sorprendesse.
Oh, sei mi sorprendesse.
Can you not?
Dolce.
Can you find more height in that vowel and you don't have to punch it?
Yeah.
Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Yeah.
Oh, sei mi sorprendesse.
Better.
Brutale come lieve. Brutale come lieve.
One more time, and don't rush that. Slow it down for a second.
Okay.
Just that line. Brutale come lieve.
Brutale come lieve.
And right here. Slow it down. Just for an exercise.
Brutale come lieve.
Okay, so what do you feel with the resonance? What do you feel? Not what you hear, what you feel.
When I'm not focusing on this, it like gets like kind of like tight to the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of the vowels are good, and
Yeah.
they're bang, bang in the pocket,
Yeah.
and some of them are a little bit outside of it.
Yeah.
They fall out a little bit. So this also reminds you of every vowel, bang, 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 bang. We want to hear every single vowel.
right? That was really good. Let's keep going.
Ma basti.
In the top, and we have the top in the bottom too. So we never are missing an aspect of either part of the instrument, right?
Yeah.
So it's never like, no, I'm in head, no, I'm in chest. It's all connected, right? Good. So, can you try something for me? Can you sing this on an H-U-N-G? I don't think, sorry, I don't know. So, but that idea, hung, and I want an H. Yes.
Ooh, I'm running out of air.
That's okay. Let's do exercise. Can you feel like you're spinning the hung?
Mhm.
Yeah, one more time. Yes. So now you're going to sing it. This helps you to bring the resonance and also not sit.
Mhm.
Right? There's
Yeah.
You're going through.
Yeah.
Yes, keep going. Good. Okay, that feels like it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Let's do this. I want everything to live in the same world for you, vocally. Can you think that you're not speaking and you're not dropping the resonance? Doesn't have to be loud or more, just has to be your voice. Yes. Yes. Good. Good. That feels stuck. So before that, that's very good. It's when I go, I'm just moving my air and I'm singing and nothing is up or down. It's just like this, right? So non so che bravi. Can you not set on the non so ba 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 non so che bravi?
Yeah.
Go through.
Non so.
No. Non so che. Same place. Okay, one more time. Do it like this. resonance to live in the same world. You don't have to drop for the ah vowel, even if it's on an E. Yeah. That's better. Do you feel like a king when it's right? It's almost like a buzz? Yes. And the sound does not get smaller. The sound does not get darker. It probably sounds different to you when it's living in this.
It sounds smaller to me.
But it's not smaller to the audience. It's full. And you're not, the other one, you hear it as louder, right?
Yeah.
What does that sound like to you guys?
A little bit mezzo-itis, right?
Like, I want to sound like a mezzo. Okay.
I'm sorry? Was somebody
I said it sounds like somebody pretending to be a bad mezzo.
So if I just speak,
Non so che bravo.
I'm speaking the text like an Italian, right? So speak it a couple times, and then I want you to do this exercise a couple times, and then I want you to do it without everything.
Sure.
Okay.
Non so che bramo.
Now sing it. Non so che bravo. Non so che bravo.
Now let the hand go. Again, sing it again.
Non so che bravo.
That one end, one end, one end, one end. One more
Yeah.
time. M, sorry. One end.
Non so che bravo.
Better. Fine. Very good.
Che fanno d'uccelli e quanti stremo, chicchierò, volevo, chissà, che la buona ventura annunziava.
I'm gonna do the ba ba ba, the baby soft jaw. It's a little bit too jawy right now.
Yeah.
Great. 70.
Che fanno d'uccelli
Yes.
e quanti stremo,
Yes.
chicchierò, volevo,
Yes.
chissà, che la buona ventura
Yes.
annunziava.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's different about that?
It's much more relaxed.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I get like this like kind of like a choir diction almost. Like I have to put my full face into it.
We all have been there. And I love coaches. I love opera coaches and voice coaches and diction coaches. But occasionally, and this is not speaking out of turn, I respect the work. We all need different ears and different things that people are focusing on when we're preparing things. Sometimes diction gets in the way of freedom of vocal production. So we have to go back and say, okay, I am chewing, I really want this consonant, somebody gave me some advice and I really kind of went at it. And now I have to learn how to integrate that information without shutting down the space.
Yeah.
And not chewing my consonants. We are all guilty of this, right? So a couple ways we release our jaw is open up that backspace to the molars, right? Because otherwise we're chewing, right? Another way we can do it is, I'm just releasing my jaw out of the tongue, go from vowel to vowel to vowel. I feel that. Another way is, what if I just literally just keep relaxing my jaw? Like I keep going to the dentist and I keep getting shots and it just keeps releasing my jaw, right?
Yeah.
Yes, good. One more time, this page, this idea. And I want to see if this is going to be helpful for you to take from today and say, I can practice with this ba 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 feeling, this soft baby fade, baby, 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 baby. And then I think it might help you to get this music in your body and in your voice without adding any sort of pressure
Right.
or tension. Because you're doing so many beautiful things already. But it's about getting rid of the stuff, the tension.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. Go further too. Bo, 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 bo.
Che fanno d'uccelli e quanti stremo, chicchierò, volevo,
Both hands.
chissà,
Both hands. Yeah, this hands. Those hands. Those hands. Yes! today with your moving forward with just singing and technique and freedom in your singing?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just like getting the consonants out of my way and starting to just use them as like decoration rather than like the foundation.
Yeah. This helps you
Yes.
feel that ring in the front, the eon. I like to call it the eon. And just it keeps you aware the vowels live not back here, right?
Yeah.
That's also helpful, right? And then this is releasing in the jaw. I'm firing through in the top. So bing! You're not trying to place anything. It's there in spades. Very good.
Thank you so much.
Hi. Good.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sara Mitnik and I will be singing Cruda, sorte from Rossini's Italiani in Algeri. I'm a recent graduate of NEC with my master's degree and now I'm just singing around Boston and the New England area and New Jersey randomly. No, one thing.
Cruda sorte, amortiranno, questo il premio di mia fe. Non verrà terror né affanno,
You have a beautiful voice, and this is a great aria for you. I want to work on a few things with you. So, as you are an emerging professional and you're getting out there in the world and you're auditioning for people, there are a few things that I want you to start thinking about so that you come across when you walk in there, you have ownership of yourself. There seems to be a little bit of gesturing when you sing, which is very noticeable to the listener, and it's articulation. You're trying to articulate your runs with your hands, right? You want to get rid of that, right? And sometimes I know that she's cheeky, right? And you want to be casual with some of the throw-off stuff, but I don't want you to be casual with the singing of it. So there's a difference between being relaxed and casual, and then relaxed and not supported. Okay? So let's go from the beginning. I want to go from the beginning, and then I want to work on that last page. When I was in the MAP program, there was a music director who's no longer here, and he gave me some advice, and he said, Rossini crescendos at the end of Rossini arias. Much of the time, this is just an idea. Doesn't mean he was right or wrong, right? This is just another opinion that you can throw away if you want to. At the end of these arias, you have to, it's easier to sing through than to wait and hold out and lay out for 8 minutes and then come back in. Because you get too relaxed and then you're whatever it is, you're already in the on the train. So if the train like slows down and stops when you're on the track and then you try to get on the train, you lose the momentum. So we're gonna talk about that too. I think that might be helpful. From the beginning.
Cruda sorte.
Okay, great. Cruda sorte. I feel that everything is saying cruda sorte. Cruda sorte. Can you say it differently? And then I want you to try the same thing that I worked on with the previous singer. Cruda sorte. Just a few of them, because you're dropping in your low jaw and you're supporting with your jaw. You don't need that.
Okay. I made a mistake of wearing lipstick. No.
You're gonna look beautiful anyway.
It's gonna be great. Okay.
Cruda sorte. Cruda sorte.
Stay right here.
Cruda sorte.
Stay there. Okay, that was different. That was so good. Do it again.
Okay.
It's keeping you in line with the vowels. You tend to go amortira. We don't want to open up down there. Because that's a belt almost. And we want to stay connected to our head all the way down. It's a mix. Even though people sometimes think, oh, it's full chest voice. It's never full chest voice. There's always a thread of head in there. One more time. Okay.
Cruda sorte.
Stay there. Every vowel. Stay there. Yes.
Questo il pre.
Don't drop.
Questo il pre. Questo il pre.
Yes.
Mio di mia fe.
Yes. Keep going.
Non verrò.
Yes. position for the top that you don't need.
Okay.
Everything's right here. Bang, 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 bang. And it's not smaller.
No.
No,
Okay.
it's fuller. And it sounds smaller to you. I know that.
Ch'io provo in me per te suono.
Yes, keep going.
O mio linoro, io mi trovo.
The E is in, it's a real E, but it's in the tall space. Because you don't want that.
Yeah. Io mi trovo in
You gotta re-articulate while we're doing this exercise, right? Because then it will inform you, you can get rid of this eventually.
Yeah.
And then you're like, every vowel has air. Every note has air movement. Otherwise it feels like it's in a position. We don't
Yeah.
want positions.
Okay.
Yes.
Io mi
Yes.
trovo in
Yes, keep going, very good.
Ti spero.
Yes.
Oddio consiglio.
Yes.
Oddio consiglio.
No, oddio consiglio.
Oddio consiglio.
Right there.
Oddio consiglio.
Yes.
Chi conforto mi
Yes.
darà.
Keep going.
Da chi spero.
You're just saying not mi spero.
Da chi spero, oddio consiglio.
Yes, stay there.
Chi conforto mio.
We're doing that as an exercise, yeah?
Chi conforto mi darà.
Yes.
Da chi spero.
Yes.
Oddio consiglio. Yeah. Can't move my
It's
hand.
something to focus on, and it's something to take away from chewing
Yeah.
and changing
No, no, yeah.
positions for notes. Everything's right here. You have to keep things less active because everything lives. Yeah? You have to get these notes out, and you can't be working so hard.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Okay. Did not set myself up right for that.
That's okay. That's why we're here. Right here. What do you feel?
It feels darker to me, which is interesting because it's forward. Which is cool.
What are you doing?
I'm focusing it more.
Well, it has this, right? Like
Yeah.
the sound has to go bing, but it also has to have what behind it?
Space.
Yes.
Height.
Yes.
Mhm.
So it's like this feeling of like a cone or a megaphone.
Mhm.
I was never a cheerleader because otherwise I wouldn't be here today with you all. Would have probably had some vocal pathology. But it's this idea of the megaphones that they use.
Mhm.
But we reverse it so the big cone part is here and the little megaphone part's here. And it's that feeling of this,
Mhm.
right? You've heard this before, the feeling of the voice has to be this and this,
Mhm.
right? Chiaro, scuro, that's part of it, the light and the dark. But you cannot place the voice forward.
Mhm.
But you have to feel the forward resonance. It has to ring. Otherwise, it's back here, and then the voice goes in and out of resonance, optimal resonance. And then as a listener, we're like, that was great, why'd you take it away? That was great,
Mhm.
why'd you take it away? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it trains you to not move so much, and then everything is, everything is consistent. That was great, let's go to the aria.
Voce tutissimo tuo Non più smanie né paura. Di coraggio è tempo adesso. Or chi sono si vedrà. Or chi sono si vedrà.
So the ah before said ah was a little bit wide. Oh, you had more high space whenever it's still all vowel. That was great. You got it.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Già sul per pratica.
Now,
Quasi già per pratica.
Nothing. Okay.
Già sul per pratica quasi è l'effetto d'un sguardo languido, d'un sospetto.
Yes.
Sono mai uomini come si fa?
Sì.
Sì. Sono mai uomini come si fa? Sì.
That one, the F gets you pulled up for some reason.
Yeah.
So I think you pull your tongue back on the F.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to think, the C is a little bit, the E vowel's more here. Can you do ooh,
Who's here?
ooh,
Remember?
Zurück, try that for me.
Yes.
Yes.
So where were we? C.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you actually do something for me?
Si, and then go back to si,
Go back to that, okay?
Okay.
Si.
Good.
Sono mai uomini come si fa? Sì, sono mai uomini come si fa?
Better.
Si è dolci orrori.
Wait, can you do this all in vowels for me?
Okay.
I want you to feel that it's like liquid legato. Meaning vowel to vowel to vowel to vowel. Because right now it's
2 minutes.
Do you feel this one kind of moving around too much for vowels?
Yeah.
So let's go back to this and see if you can find that.
With
You can do the words,
okay.
but keep here.
Mm-hmm.
And this gives you this, remember? It's that space, right? Good. That was great. See how everything stays?
Yeah.
We tend to jump around with vowels, and vowels have to ring in the same room. That was great. Let's go to the end. This is something you can take in practice, in your own practice, right? Good.
Or maybe the last for like
I'll just do it for you.
Let's do tutti labravano, the second one.
Okay.
Tutti labravano, tutti labravano.
You don't be afraid to be like this is a very sexy role, and also I want the voice to be sexy because you're really in control. You have all of these guys around, right? So this aria, she is so confident. It's actually it's amazing. It's an amazing role. All these men like fall at your feet, right? You have a way about you. So same thing with the instrument. You have a gorgeous voice, and I own it. Don't back off.
Okay.
Tutti labravano,
Yes.
tutti la chiedono, felicità, felicità, felice.
Okay, let's have a game plan now.
Yes.
That was great.
Yes. Okay.
You had a lot more in the sound than out dropping.
Yeah.
That was great. You picked up the chest voice because you got It's feeling right? Good. Dava femmina felicità, dava femmina felicità, felicità, felicità,
Yeah.
No break.
Yep.
And see if that helps you.
Yeah.
Yep. And you just kind of like push her a little bit.
That was scary. Okay.
Nope, I hope I don't drop it, I'm just kidding.
There you are. Good afternoon. My name is Kartik Ayysola, and I will be singing Leve-toi from Gounod's Romeo and Juliet. L'amour, oui, son ardeur a troublé tout mon être. Mais quelle soudaine clarté resplendit à cette fenêtre. C'est là que dans la nuit rayonne sa beauté. Lève-toi, soleil, fais briller les étoiles qui dans l'azur s'envolent, brillent au firmament. Since about, I think 2014 was when I made the shift up.
Okay, great. So, there's some really beautiful stuff happening in the area. I want to work on some things.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that sometimes you lose the space.
Yes.
Particularly in this repertoire that is really helpful. It's helpful for all repertoire. That nasal French.
Yep.
you tend to squish it a little bit, and I want to work on that. The aria sounds easier in some ways than the russet does, so I want to start with the russet, okay? So, we talk about dynamics as color, right?
Yep.
And I want you to start from an intimate place. It's not about pulling the instrument back, but it's l'amour, l'amour, instead of giving it all the way at the beginning, okay? So, speak it for me. With him playing, just speak it. And find different colors for those two l'amour.
L'amour, l'amour.
Yes.
Oui, son ardeur a troublé tout mon être.
Son ardeur, ardeur. That sounds a little bit too open. One more time, say that for me.
Son ardeur.
Good. Let's sing that now.
L'amour.
Okay. L'amour, l'amour, l'amour. Say that for me 3 times. L'amour, l'amour, l'amour.
L'amour, l'amour,
Sing
l'amour.
it. Right there.
L'amour.
Yes. One more time. Say it 3 times and then sing it. You are shifting positions. You don't need to. L'amour, 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 l'amour.
L'amour, l'amour, l'amour,
Sing.
l'amour.
Yes. Say the next one 3 times. L'amour, l'amour, l'amour.
L'amour, l'amour,
And
l'amour.
sing.
L'amour.
Let me hear that and. L'amour.
L'amour.
Okay. You're still in this position a little bit, and I want you to free it up. L'amour.
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 Sing just like that.
L'amour.
Yes.
Oui, son ardeur a troublé tout mon être.
Better.
Mais quelle soudaine clarté resplendit à cette fenêtre.
It's still we need to get the language to sparkle more. Say that line for me.
Mais quelle soudaine.
Mais quelle soudaine. Right? Ba 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 ba. So you're gonna lean in on that, right? Because it's an 8th note as opposed to a 16th. Clarté resplendit à cette fenêtre. So you have 3 8th notes. I'm sorry, 2 8th notes and 1/4. Lean into those 2 8th notes and 1/4. That's where you land those 3. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Great. Let's do that again.
Mais quelle soudaine clarté resplendit à cette fenêtre.
Good.
C'est là que dans la nuit.
Okay. C'est là comme ma vie. So la is not really, it is there, but it's not actually the most important thing. C'est là que dans la nuit rayonne sa beauté. What does that mean? It is there. The ray of the morning.
Yeah, the ray of the morning.
Yep.
And she is the sun.
Right. So c'est là is not the most important part.
Yes.
Dans la nuit rayonne sa beauté. Okay? One more time.
C'est là que dans la nuit rayonne sa beauté.
Yeah, and you don't need to spread on E, right? So the all, can you stay in that for the 8?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by
Yes.
that? You stay in the same vowel position. You don't go ti mo ti.
Beauté.
Yes! Let's do that last line one more time. Rayonne sa beauté.
Rayonne sa beauté.
Yes! How does that feel different to you?
There's more space. There's more space in the back.
Yes, and
As
you've
there
heard
should
this
be.
before. I
Yes.
know it because you can make these changes very quickly. Good on you.
Yeah, this is exactly what we've been working on.
Woo! Good. Let's keep going. Leve-toi. It's ah is not important. next vowel, and every vowel lives in the other vowel. So to get that feeling of uniformity, and you don't have to work so hard. The vowel that comes before sometimes affects the vowel that comes after. You've heard this before, I know too.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that one more time.
From up.
Key,
Oh, key? Sure.
yeah. You shut down the space for azü, azü. So same as German, French doesn't have to be shut down. We speak it and it's beep, 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 right? It's much more of a locked language in terms of the space for the language. But when we sing, it is a different ballgame. You get all that space, get all that space, live in the space. Yeah, one more time.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes, great! Say yes! One more time. Okay, that's so beautiful. This felt like you were stopping, you were starting not out of the texture, come out of this. Let his playing go, you're coming out of his playing,
Yeah.
okay? So listen now. Don't settle that. One more time. Can you feel that he's handing the baton to you going, okay? You're part of Yes, good. That's a closed E.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more time. Not with the jaw. Keep it in the same resonance. Yeah, you gotta find that balance, because right now that's too, but the other one was too open. Cheveux, cheveux,
Cheveux.
cheveux,
Cheveux.
cheveux. Okay, one more time. Don't let that space shut down for schwas. Because then in French, it's like every other, measure we're working to shut down the space and try to find the space again. So it continues the resonance and you are able to hear the schwa. It pings out. Instead of
Yeah.
Yeah? One more time.
Kivia.
Yes! Can you think amant? Just think but sing amour. You can taste it. 2 minutes. Keep going.
How about, sorry, elle parle.
Elle parle.
Elle parle. Elle parle, not
Elle
parle.
parle.
Yeah, just one emphasis, yeah?
Elle parle. Que le belle. Ah, je n'ai rien entendu. Mais ses yeux parlent pour elle. Et mon cœur a répondu.
That's enough. Et mon cœur. Say that line for me.
Et mon cœur a répondu.
Et mon cœur a répondu. Sing it just like that.
Et mon cœur a répondu.
One more time, here. A répondu.
Répondu.
So this is, I know we have 2 minutes. This is a color, right? Can you find, let's go back to this beginning of the session, we talked about the cry. Can you find a cry?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you try it?
I will try.
And then find something out of that that's intimate to you. Because crying releases, you can find it on the support instead of trying to make a dynamic with your throat, which we do not want.
No.
And that's what kills tenors, or any voice type really. But especially in this repertoire, they're trying to be like, and then everything's like, which you're not doing. You're doing great. So let's go right before this. In the body. Big sound.
Any burning thoughts?
Yes. I don't know how involved you are in this that world, but your opinion on pay to sings in the current environment.
So I'm actually I write this line. I'm a performer an active performer, and a teacher, and I just started teaching at a couple of summer festivals. I just taught at one that I had mixed feelings about because of the disorganization of the company and the lack of being transparent with changes that were happening and you know, things like that. So there were, I guess, some moral things that I had a problem with, but I found that the fact that they brought me to this particular program was worth the price of admission if the singer made vocal growth. So I have mixed feelings about paid sings in general. When I started, there were, you know, a handful, right? And now there's like 150, right? So they're everywhere. I'm teaching at another pay to sing. It's called Aria Boot Camp. It's in Sarasota next month, but it's more for emerging professional singers, and many of them are on almost full scholarship because of donation. And the people that they're working with, it's like you would be at a major resident artist program at a major company. So the information in the 2 weeks, and also the fee is quite low to attend. So my general thought on pay to sings is go for, if you're gonna go, it has to be for 2 or 3 things. A great teacher that you wanna have the opportunity to take lessons with, that you wouldn't otherwise be able to work with. Number 2, a great role that you really need to get under your belt, and you need to perform in front of people because you need to get reps on it. And number 3, maybe a language immersion, something to work on facility of language. So, and also look at the cost. And some of the prices I've seen are ridiculous. And I'm like, that for 3 weeks or 2 weeks or 10 days, I don't know where that money's going. So I would say be strategic. If something is a reasonable price and you look at the fact that these are top-notch people, I would consider it. I think most singers, you're gonna have to do maybe a pay to sing before you move on to the next position of singing, you know, getting paid to sing. So, but you need to have reps, you need to have roles, you need to have experience with, oh, another thing, a 4th reason to go to a pay to sing, time with the orchestra. That's invaluable. And I'm horrified to hear that graduate singers leave programs with little to zero orchestra experience on stage. And I feel like that is the thing. You learn how to sing in front of a conductor and with an orchestra. You're like, oh wow, I have no voice. I got nervous and I was in the orchestra room and the brass was loud and I pushed. You learn how to sing with an orchestra and on a stage. So that's my feedback. Is that helpful?
It is, yes.
Okay, great.
Maybe one more question? Yeah, Juan.
So there's a lot of different approaches to technique.
Yes.
You know, different teachers, different techniques, different
Yes.
things that you gain from every person.
Yeah.
What is one thing across the board that you're noticing with young singers that you would address or that you'd like to put out and say, I'm noticing this across the board, young singers need to work on this?
Okay, so it's really, really challenging to navigate the opinions. You know, I know that in my training and in my programs and schools that I listened to too many people and I got into trouble. And I had to rework my technique and I had to find a teacher that would say, get rid of that, what are you doing with your tongue, what are you doing with your jaw? And I had to find out for myself what actual technique is. You know, I had great teachers that gave me good information, but I still was coasting on a great talent. And what I find young singers is that they want to be musical and artistic before the technique is solidified. And I urge you, and I call it Juilliarditis because I went there and I can say this. When you sing off the voice, you sing, you know, Schubert Lieder, or you sing Schumann, or you sing both, and people are really impressed because the color or the dynamic, or you sing everything pianissimo, but it's not fully integrated in your technique and on the body. That's where singers run into a problem. They try to be expressive because they are expressive. You have so much you want to say. But do the work on the instrument, and then you can be a real artist, because half the time, I also see, so this relates to this. Young singers want to show their singing, and I want to hear their singing. And other people are very much, you know, acting and theatrical and stage deportment, and I am like, if you sing and you release your vowels and you're truly honest with staying committed to your support, That's enough of a performance for me. But again, that's my opinion. And the next person's gonna say, I want all the things, right? So technique, technique, technique. And if you don't feel solid in your technique, find someone, seek it out. Say, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna figure out how to put this together. Because the information is out there. Yeah, does that make sense? Great. Oh, another thing, languages. Yeah, you guys all had very, very good languages. These are tweaks that you have to find and say, this is what is the polish that I need. This takes me from really promising, that's a really great voice, it's a great artist, like really excited about them, to they are ready. And that's the thing, is these fine little polishing vowel, language ideas that you need to incorporate into your package when you're presenting it for people. Yeah. Good. Any more questions? Yes.
Oh. Sorry. Okay, so the thing I'm personally struggling with is Land of Too Many Sopranos.
Okay.
The numbers get used to have to have roles. I'm not getting cast. And I know it's not, sometimes I take it personal, but can't help that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm curious, when you're losing the numbers game, what advice do you have to, when you do these auditions, to kind of compensate for the lack of resume? Would that just be in your technique and your presentation?
I really truly believe if you sing, if you really sing well, people respond to that. If they can hear 50 million sopranos, and if you sing with great technique, they respond, and they remember you, and that's how you stand out. I know that's a simple answer, but I feel like that should be the only answer, right? Because the other thing is it's like a Band-Aid, but technique. Get your voice, and also figure out the repertoire that makes sense for your instrument, and make it make sense in your package, right? You can have a stretch piece, but don't make a repertoire list out of 3 different Bachs. That people get really I don't even know where to begin with this. But make it clear to you who you believe that you are, and present that to. And just work. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think for any other questions, let's talk to
Yeah.
Renee
Great.
after.
Great.
But thank you all so much for being here. Boston Serious Resource's first ever Artist in Residence, so we're so excited.